Affordable, reliable, and good quality. Ladies and gents, the woman behind your bales, Isabella Njeri.
I just thank God because I think this woman was sent by God or something. I was so passionate with fashion. I don't fear anyone because hata wakisema mimi ni mdemu wa mtumba, I am very proud of it. Honestly speaking, I will not say it's my fault. I don't regret giving birth at an early age because...
Hi, Isabella.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. Nakaa vizuri.
Thank you.
So what do you expect today?
To be glammed and to be beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, that's the plan. Your ideal wig?
I love short wigs, but
How short?
something I can work with, maybe a 10-inch, 12-inch, but I also prefer a curly wig depending on the occasion. Yeah.
Where would you wear a curly wig to? And how short would you want your curly wig to be?
At least a 14-inch. Yeah, I don't like a very long curly wig, maybe because of how I am, basically how I am, because I don't like long wigs. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your typical wig would be something curly and short.
Yeah, something curly or something straight, but short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least for the first time I have a guest that is close to what I was thinking.
Okay.
We're going to do a curly wig, but not too short, sort of like mid-length.
Okay.
Is that something you'd do?
Yeah, I would love to try and see how I will look. Everything will turn out. Because I believe you're the best.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So who is Isabella?
Isabella is a mom, a businesswoman. Isabella is a sister, a daughter, and a go-getter. Yeah.
So how would you describe yourself growing up? Like, how did you grow up? How was your family dynamic?
I was not brought up in a well-off family, but I cannot say I lacked anything. My parents tried their best because I cannot, literally did not lack anything, but you'll see the struggle that the parents are going through for you to get what you want. Yeah.
So were you like a fashion girl growing up, or?
I was a business girl because I took it from my mom, honestly, because my mom is a businesswoman, and I will say
What does she
literally, she used to own like a wholesale shop, selling groceries and everything.
Growing up, what did you do, and did you go to college or uni?
Yeah, I went to, I will say, college, but I didn't finish because I got pregnant. Yes.
How is it?
I got pregnant, but I'm not regretting because I will say for me to actually venture into business is that motivation that I needed. So I don't regret giving birth at an early age because that is which made me like push myself harder and unlock potentials that I didn't know actually I have. Yeah.
Sasa uko na mtoto.
Yes.
Yeah? What made you start a business, and how did you raise a capital to start that business?
The first capital actually is my mom who provided it. And I was so passionate with fashion, selling clothes, and that is what I still do until now. So I was like, okay, I've gotten pregnant. I don't want to abort. You understand? I
Yeah, I
don't
get.
want to abort. I just want to give birth because everyone has their different stories. Imekuja venye imekuja. You understand? So that is actually the main thing which made me think more or think out of the box. So I was actually going to collect pieces in Gikomba market,
Like new.
selection and going to sell in University of Nairobi in pieces. Yes, that is where I started basically.
And how is it at that time? You go pick pieces, and then take to uni? How was the response? Was the market good?
Yeah, the response was very good as long as you learn your target market and you know what the ladies they want and everything. Because I used to sell ladies attire then. They will love things like crop tops, chiffon tops, things like that. You'll select maybe with something like 100 shillings, you go and sell at 300 bob. So I can do a selection in Gikomba using around maybe 2K. When I get out of that university, trust you me, Brenda, neza toka na 10,000.
Nice.
That was good money
That
then.
was very good money.
And we are talking about something I did in 2016, 2017. Yeah.
So you take and you resell.
Yes.
And so how did your business scale up? Like from picking pieces, what was the next stage?
Okay, the next stage was actually, I just thank God because I think this woman was sent by God or something. Because she just asked me, like, why are you this hardworking and you're so young? Then I had to tell her, I just had to open up.
Where did you meet her?
In Gikomba market, I was selecting the pieces from her. Then I just had to open up and tell her, like, me, I have given birth at an early age and I cannot take my kid to my mom. You get? So she gave me a space where I could rent and I started opening bills. And the capital I got from my mom.
How much was like a bill?
A bill then was around 15,000 Kenyan shillings. Getting at 15,000 Kenyan shillings, that is when I started online. I started online marketing. Facebook was booming then. So I got a lot of sales. I was making a lot of sales.
It's okay.
So people started knowing me and everything. And that is how I opened bills for around something like 2 years. Then I started selling in bills. That is how I grew.
So when you say opening bills, what does that mean?
Like you get a bill and cut it open.
And then people now.
Then people will come and select. If there's someone who wants to select like camera pieces, they will come. There's a certain price. After the camera person picks the camera, there's the second camera. Those are the terminologies in Gikomba market.
So it means you as the person who's opening bills, you know the people who are coming to take camera, or I get there and I say, I'm here for camera.
No, they will approach me first before I open the bill. So that's where I used to post, like if someone, for example, come and I open the bill for her, we will take photos and everything and I will post on Facebook. And I used to get a lot of clients. I used to get a lot of clients and also recommendation. And that is how someone will just call me because my business number is there. It's out there. So they will start calling me and telling me, Isabella, can you open a bill for me tomorrow? I need camera pieces of a certain cloth. Then it's a done deal. They will come, we arrange the time, they will come the next day.
So do they have to come earlier or they come with the rest of the people?
No, like
if me, I'm just coming to Gikomba to select my things, like what you're doing, like pieces. Do I have to, when I come early or your camera people come earlier?
The camera people come earlier because you have to open the bill while they are there. They should be the first people to select
The bill.
to select the pieces from the bill. Yes. Then after they select and they finish, then later on, the other people now will come in with different prices, of course. Yeah.
So it's like a stage, the camera people, and then is there a next?
Yeah, second camera. There's also something called fagia. Those are the terminologies in Gikomba. Yeah.
So fagia is like the last
The
pieces.
clearance. Yeah, you're just clearing everything so that the next day you're going to open a fresh bill. Yeah.
Interesting. So now you've started selling bills.
Yeah.
Now you're selling to people who want to go and resell.
Yeah.
How has it been?
I will say it has been, I'm just grateful because all the businesses are seasonal, and it's also, they go by stage. So the moment that I started now after closing the chapter of opening, they started coming for bills. Now I started having that idea of different bills now. I'll not be dealing with tops only. I will deal with variety.
Also, from the inception, when you started doing bills, it was just for tops.
It was only for tops. I was not opening any other item. So after now the opening stage was done, I started now selling bills. And bills, they are different items. There are kids' clothes, there are ladies maybe crop tops, there are mommy jeans. Basically, the bills are different varieties. Yeah.
So if you say variety, you mean like if I'm getting a bale of crop tops, it's purely crop tops.
Yeah, it's purely crop tops. If it's mommy jeans, it's mommy jeans. If it's a bill for bra, it's purely bra.
So there's no mixing. Like I can get a bale of different kind of things.
Okay, in let's say for example, if you go to the category for kids, that is where you're going to get a mixture of different type. Because now for kids, they mix in terms of you're going to get both genders, boys and girls. Yeah, maybe t-shirt, shirts, shorts, panties, boxers, things like that.
We're now at you selling bales.
Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest part of the business, or has it been smooth sailing?
No, like I said before, every business is seasonal, but I am very good at sales. It's not like something I studied or something. Nikukuwa tu na mdomo tamu. Yeah, so basically there's the normal challenges, but in terms of, because when you're coming to get a bill, first you have to learn your target market. Don't just come and get a bill because people are opening bills or you're just seeing people are selling bills online. No, you just have to take your time. The same way you're trying to put money somewhere, it's like you're investing some money. If you want to invest that 30,000 Kenyan shillings, you have to learn your target market first before you identify the bill that you want. Yeah.
So you, and I believe you've already identified your market.
Yeah.
How would you describe your market? Like the people you sell bills to, who is your ideal customer?
My ideal customers, I'm not going to brush off my customers from Gikomba market, but now everything, Brenda, is online. Everything is online. So all the market is online. If you're not marketing your products online and you are depending on people on the market, trust me, you're going to lag behind. Yes.
So you advise people to put their business online?
Yeah, you put online every platform. Every platform, you try your best as long as you're marketing your whatever you're selling. Trust me, even if people have maybe like 100 people have watched, you're not going to lack 5 people who have bought. Yes.
So how is your ideal marketing tip? Like, how do you market your products? Because you said you're a good marketer. Yes, and marketing comes easy for you.
Yeah, my marketing, I will say it comes easy for me because I don't fear anyone. Because this is what is putting is putting milk on my table or bread on my table. You understand? So I don't fear anyone. I'm not that type of a person who will look like this person will say or this one how this is how it goes. No, I just go all. Like
So there's no shame in your game.
there is no shame. I don't kusema mimi ni mdemu wa Mutumba. I am very proud of it. Yes. So you just go all. You're just going to be consistent about it. If you want to see results, you just have to be consistent and don't mind whatever people are going to say. Yes. Yes.
So would you attribute your growth as a business to you putting yourself out there online?
Yeah, I would, because when you look at the situation you are right now, you're not going to see if you're moving forward. But if you look where you came from, you'll see you have made a lot of progress. So I will say Mutumba has really changed my life. Okay, I am not where I desire to be, but I am not where I was. Because nilikuwa mbaya. Nilikuwa mbaya. From starting, nilikuwa mbaya, and I'm really proud of myself. Yeah.
So in a typical day, how many bills would you do you sell?
In a typical day.
Like on a good day, how many bills would you sell? Like, and then on a bad day, how many?
In a good day, if I categorize everything on online, because you know online people, there are some people who are going to trust you and send you money, you deliver to them. There are also some people who come to the shop, of which it's fine, because a lot of people normally con others online and it's hard earned money. So I will say in a good day, I can sell more than 30 bales in a day.
That's nice.
On a good day. More than 30. I can even sell more than 30 bales because everyone now, their target market is different. You'll see someone else needs shoes. Another person maybe needs like dresses, jumpsuits, palazzo pants. They are basically, because all those bills are separated. Unless it's children bills, the kids bills are the ones which are mixed in one bill. Yeah.
So you can sell to one person like different kinds of bills. Like I want one bill for dresses, another one
Yeah,
with
like
shoes.
today, for example, let's base it on today. I had a client from Congo. She bought 5 bills, different items, depending on maybe what she has been researching about and seeing maybe what she can sell and everything. There were 5 different bills. Yeah.
And do you like routine check up on your clients and see if also their businesses are thriving and offer assistance?
Yeah, I do. If someone actually asks for advice, you will just advise them and maybe tell them like they have to, because one thing, you cannot just come and get a bill blindly. You can't. You just have to learn your target market first. So I have to check up. When a client has got a bill, I will always check up on the client and know how she's thriving or how she's making sales and everything, because some people always give up really easily. Yeah.
Have you ever had a client that you sold to a bill and they complained or they didn't like it?
Okay, I've had a couple because maybe someone, they have not done their market research and they have this specification in their mind. They will come and tell you maybe they need, or maybe they need a bill of sundresses. There's no bill for sundresses. There's no bill for sundresses. Or maybe someone will come and tell you they need a bill. Everything should be designer. Like Shane, Forever 21, Boho, those kind of brands. And honestly speaking, I'm not trying to be rude or something. I'm not the one who normally pack the bills, but I only guarantee the quality. You understand? So that's why I normally advise people, if you have a specification in your mind, I will advise you, it's better you go and select pieces, things that you are seeing, rather than getting a bill. Because a bill, it's a mixture of everything. Different design, different colors, different sizes. So you cannot like have a specification of you want everything to be Shane or you want everything to be Forever 21. No, you can't. So I will say people have complained, but honestly speaking, I will not say it's my fault.
It comes from a point of not understanding.
Yeah, maybe they're not understanding maybe the packing or something, or maybe they are they are beginners, and maybe they have never sold a bale before. So before someone getting a bale, I normally advise them like thoroughly. If you have a specification, because someone will come and tell you they want a shower dresses.
What's a shower dresses?
A shower dresses ni maybe something fancy, like maybe they are bare backs or something, or maybe they have falling necks or something. You cannot categorize a certain, like a bill like that one, unless you go and meet now the women in the market who normally open the bills, and you select the pieces that you want, since those are the kind of things that maybe you see your clients, they are going to buy. Yes.
So you said even you have no control of the bill when it comes.
Yes.
So how do you make that selection with your supplier to ensure that the bill first? Have you ever gotten a bill that is not up to your standards?
No, I haven't.
So
I
how
haven't.
how do you ensure that every bill that comes in is what you'd actually sell to your client?
You just have to tell your supplier what you want. Also, the supplier, if you are getting a reasonable supplier, they wouldn't want to lose you as a client. You understand? Like if it's a business, if someone wants to do a business long term, they wouldn't want to lose you as a client. You get? So they have to do their best to provide the best quality. If there is complaint, you will see at least it's better someone who is willing to rectify rather than someone who wants to ignore you. You get? Because the supplier has to satisfy me and I also have to satisfy my clients. Because those are the clients that I depend on. And also I will also love for them to recommend my business, like they recommend their friends or their family members, or maybe someone who wants to start a side hustle, or maybe themselves, they want to start a side hustle. Yeah.
How many bills do you ship generally, and how frequently?
It depends on the market. I cannot generalize that. It depends on the market because market fluctuates every time. And also dollar fluctuates, and also the tax fluctuates.
True.
So I cannot be specific about that. Basically, it depends on the market.
It depends with how the market is moving.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if today I wanted to start a Bale business,
Uh-huh.
what are the three things I should consider or three things to do?
Okay, in terms of what you're going to consider, you just have to learn your target market first. You know if the clients you are targeting, if they are going to reach the price that you're going to sell at. You understand? Not like you're going to come to get a bill for 40,000 for dresses, and your target market, they want you to sell the dresses at 100 bob. Definitely utachomeka vibaya sana.
Haitawork.
It cannot work. So the things that you're going to consider that normally move fast, I will mention like maybe 3 bills. Kids bills. Kids, they're always born on a daily basis. So kids is one. And maybe if you categorize in terms of ladies, I will mention bodysuits. I can mention mommy jeans. I can mention dresses. Okay, for the men's have variety. You can get khaki, you can get official shirts, you can get t-shirts. Men have variety, the fast moving bills. Yeah.
How long have you been in business?
Consistently, I've been in business for 8 years. Yeah.
So throughout the business, at what point did you feel or did you know that this is it, that this business is what I'm going to do and it's going to pay off?
In 2020. 2020 during Corona, I know Corona affected a lot of people, but on my side, Corona was okay. I don't want to justify it, but for me in 2020, it was a boom for me because then is when bills were banned, if you remember. Then now, after they banned the bills from importing or coming in Kenya, all of a sudden they opened the market again that we can import or bring bills again, because there was a notion that these bills are the ones which are bringing the virus or something. So after now they decided the business should go on. It was a boom for me because we were selling how we want. And the clients were buying.
What
Trust
do you
you
mean
me.
how you want?
How you want in terms of, if I was selling something at 15K, I can, and that 15K, mind you, I have profit. But I can even add extra cost, like maybe 3K. Something I was selling at 15K, I can sell it up to 18,000. Imagine now a client, there's extra 3,000 for me, and I still have profit on the 15,000. Now a client, because they also don't want to be struggling where I'm going to get a bill or something, someone will come and pay like 20 bills at a go. Yes. So 2020 was a boom for me.
So was it a boom because you already had store before the ban, or
There was stock and there was still more coming. So if you're
even
wise,
with the ban?
yes, but the ban, it will just block for it to come. But immediately now they open the ban, the bills were already here.
Or they're already in the
You
country?
understand? They're already here. So that's why I was telling you before, like we were just selling as in extra cost. Yeah.
So that's when you knew
That is
that.
when I knew, like, this business, it is it, and I'm not turning back. I'm not turning back. Yeah.
What has your business done for you?
Okay, my business has done a lot of things, of which I don't want to mention specifically, but generally it gave me that financial freedom. Yes.
So
Like you're not lacking anything, you can provide anything for your kids. Like, ile style ya kwenda supermarket, even affording a yogurt was a problem. Mtu wangu, we can buy the whole supermarket. We can get the whole supermarket. Yes. So financial freedom, that is what my business gave to me. Yes.
I know you spoke about ban and we know there's a lot of fires we hear in Gikomba. How do those things affect you when, because the conversation of actively banning Mitumbas has been there. You see, it always comes up. I don't know if it dies down or something. How does that make you feel as a business person who's invested in that industry?
It really makes us feel bad, or me personally, because when they ban for our clients in Gikomba market, it means I'm not in business. Because those people in the market, they come to buy from us. So if they ban like where they come on a daily basis to open bales to make sales, it means also me, I'm not in business. I'm not going to expect clients from Gikomba to come and buy bales from me. Because where are they going to sell from? They can't. So it's really a disadvantage when they start banning the vibandas and everything. Yeah.
And are the fires usually people lighting them, or it's just like mistakes or accidents that happen?
Give me a minute. You unataka kunipeleka jela? Maybe they are accident, but honestly speaking, I really don't have any idea, because you'll just hear a call, or you'll just get a call 3 a.m. in the morning. Gikomba is burning. I really don't have idea is if it's personal or they are accident. I cannot discuss about that because I don't know. Yes.
Have you gotten calls before, and how did it make you feel knowing that you also have business there?
Yes, I've gotten calls before, because I really appreciate some people who mind you, and considering that you have a business there, they will just call you. Just random nights, they will tell you Gikomba is burning. Of course, you're going to tense, considering your business is there. Like you're going to incur losses or something. But I thank God it has never affected me. Yes, but I normally feel pain for the people it has affected, because they are my clients. And if they're not in business, it means I'm not in business too. Yeah.
Have you ever experienced someone after the bans that they lose their business entirely, like they never come back?
Yes, they do. Because maybe someone, for example, they're working on loans. Maybe all whatever they had, they have burnt down. And maybe wherever they took loans or whatever, they don't want to understand. They gave you that money. So it is not their business whether it burnt or it did not burnt, because you did not, maybe you did not insure your business. So that is your problem to deal with. So there are people who normally, when business, like when they ban Gikomba market or Gikomba market bans, they just go home like completely. And recovering, maybe it's a problem, because now they have a debt to pay.
True.
Yeah.
So with the government telling us that we should support our own textile industries and not do mitumba basically, what does that communicate to you as a business person?
I will say it depends with someone's preference. It depends. If you want to support your own, well and good. If you want to do mtumba, it depends on what basically you want. Because I don't feel like it's right to dictate to people who they will be supporting and who not to support. Yes.
And you as a person, do you support other local textile businesses?
It depends what they're selling and if it's going to amuse me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because you have to put your money where you know this thing, you love it, and you know maybe you can make sales with it. So it depends. Yeah.
Do you think the Mitumba business is affecting the local textile industry?
No, I don't think it's affecting it, because, as I said, it depends also on the prices. Because I can get a designer shoe. I go and collect it in Gikomba market at a very affordable price. For example, you go to Aldo shop, go and get a shoe at a 25,000 Kenyan shillings. Mi nimerokota yangu na thao mbili Gikomba. So it depends on where you are at. Kama you can afford the 25K, there is no problem. So we are looking at people maybe who cannot afford. Na anaweza enda hiyo Gikomba. Anaenda anarokota designer yake safi mbaya.
Are they real designers? Because there's been talk that
They're real
Gikomba
designers,
hakuna
Brenda.
designer.
Brenda, they're real designers.
Back in Gikomba.
Kuna back in Gikomba. Don't
Walai.
play. Ni kujua tu mashimo. kuna Bakin Gikomba. I actually I can say I own a lot of designers and they are all from Gikomba market. You just have to identify mtu mwenye anakuzia vitu kali. And you're going to get them at an affordable price. Bakin, for example, utaipata na pesa mingi sana. But if you get it in Gikomba, maybe you're going to maybe buy a backing at maybe 7,000 or 5K. You get.
And how can I tell that I'm getting a real backing?
If you are a real
Me as a-
designer lover,
you
you'll
will
know a
know.
real backing and a fake backing. You'll know a real Puma shoe or an Adidas shoe, and you'll know the fake one. So I don't think the local textiles and Mutumba, they're affecting each other. It depends where you are. Yeah.
Okay. And when you say camera, yeah, does that mean it is newer? And how does I'm trying to figure out how would someone are they all used? Like someone has used them?
Okay, it depends on the quality. That is why you are normally told, like, even prices matters. You can get maybe, let's say, for example, a bill of dresses. You can get a dresses of 15,000 and you can get a dress of 35,000
Per bill.
per bill. Trust you me, if I open the 15,000 one and you open the 35,000 one, the quality
Tutaona
is
difference.
different. Unasikianga wale wanasema wanapata nguo za karate. Eh? Eh? Uzipata, si story. It's not a story, ziko. But it depends, what are you getting? It depends on what you're getting because I believe quality matters a lot. Ndio wekele pesa yako mahali, quality ina matter. So you just have to do thorough research. Aya, in terms of bills, there's different qualities. There's the used one that you mentioned, and also now the suppliers have started introducing something called cream bills. By the cream bills, we mean they are packed in bills while they are not used. So they are basically new,
New
but
clothes.
they are not new clothes from Isili type. You understand? They are from Canada or UK, but they are not used. And also the prices, they will differ with the used one. So the used one, that is where you will hear the terminology of camera, second camera, fagia. Fagia are the clearance piece, the clearance, the pieces that you are clearing. And if it's the camera ones now, that is the cream bill. And not all items have cream bill. They're just specific. Unless now the suppliers start introducing everything in cream bill. Yes.
So what can you find in cream bill?
Cream bill, you can get like maybe shoes, rubber shoes, Vans of the wall. You can get bed sheets. You can get beddings in terms of maybe fleece blankets. You can get jeans, designer jeans for men.
New ones.
New ones now. We are talking about cream bills. You can get jeans for kids, the mommy jeans for ladies. There are a couple of items with cream bills, but not everything has cream bills.
So what types of bills do you sell?
Okay, like originally or what? Like types?
Types or since you started, what are you specializing in?
Or basically, I specialize in Canada and UK bills because I considered, actually, I narrowed everything down to Canada and UK bills because in terms of sizes.
You see, you buy clothes and the hands are shorter.
Exactly. Or not even the hands are shorter or you're not going to fit. Like me, I'm a size 14, size 12, 14. I cannot maybe get a top in a China bill.
Really?
Yes, because now you have to consider in terms of also the sizes. Because I'm not saying the Chinese bills are bad, because also the prices ziko chini. Not everyone is the same. Kuna mwenye ata afford hiyo ya China, kuna mwenye anaweza afford ya Canada. But my preference is I only deal with Canada and UK bills. Precisely because of sizes.
So how important is it to create a good relationship with your supplier, since a lot of times you ship them in, yeah?
Actually, that is the main thing because if the supplier give you something wrong, that is how your business is gone. Because I also have to satisfy my clients. And if this supplier is a reasonable person, he wouldn't want to mess up the supplies, because if he packs something wrong for me, I will go spreading everywhere. This supply is bad. And they don't want to lose me as a client. And also they don't want to lose someone else as a client. So you will find people who are really, really reasonable, and they want to do like a long-term business with you, and they cannot mess you up. Because quality in Mutumba is everything. Everything, like literally everything. Because if one customer complains, the second client, the third client, it means they're not mad. They are really not
Something
mad.
is wrong.
Something is wrong. Yeah. But I've never experienced that, unless maybe someone needs something specific, or maybe they have that specification in their mind. Yeah.
So apart from you sourcing quality bales, what do you do to ensure that your clients come back or you have repeat clients?
I basically advise them, because you will find as a beginner, maybe someone did not do research or thorough research of what their clients or what she's going to sell or what he's going to sell. Someone will come later and maybe ask you about something else. So you'll just have to have a conversation with the client, like like the target market, because they will, maybe someone can sell duvet right now. Maybe it's raining, for example. Rainy season, you're going to find the bales which are going to be fast moving are the hoods bale, maybe jackets bale, either for adults or for kids.
Would you say that CC Kama consumers, we shop seasonally, like we shop with the season? If it's cold, we buy jackets. Um,
Okay, I can categorize. In terms of men shop seasonally. But if it's ladies, kama kitu imembamba, they will buy. They don't care if they bought yesterday, they are going to buy today, they are going to buy tomorrow. They will always buy. And also for our kids, kids, they are born on a daily basis. And they are going to outgrow their clothes.
very fast. I have
So
a child and they outgrow very fast.
you get, yeah.
Amiloi.
So they outgrow their clothes really fast. So as I said earlier, the category of fast moving bills, you have to include the kids bills, because they are always fast moving. Kids are always born on a daily basis, and they will always outgrow. So when a client comes to approach you, you just have to embrace the client the way they are, and you have to advise them thoroughly, like, because you need this client, they always recommend you or something. Because most of my business, Brenda, I work with recommendation. And you cannot work with the recommendation if you sold something bad to someone.
True.
You understand? Yeah, so basically that's it.
So what products are not seasonal?
Okay, there are a lot of products which are not seasonal, like, let me say, crop tops. Especially if you are selling where there are university students, trust me, you are going to make a lot of sales.
Going to freeze and shine?
Yes, freeze and shine, showing the belly button, of which is their style, of which it's fine, because that is their preference.
Yeah.
Bodysuit is also not seasonal. Okay, mommy jeans is also not seasonal. Bra is also not seasonal. Shirts for men is also not seasonal. There are just specific items which are seasonal, and there are items which are not seasonal. Like, it's all the chiffon tops, they are also not seasonal. Yes.
So in your industry, is it male dominated or women dominated?
The highest percentage, I will say, it's female dominated, because if we even categorize the men, you'll see a man will come and buy maybe a bill for the girlfriend or the bill for the wife. Maybe to start up something, maybe she's just staying at home, she's doing nothing, for example. They will just come and buy the bill, or they will come together, because the woman has to be asked, like, what do you want to sell? When they are on ground. So I will generalize everything and say the business, basically, it's women dominated.
Interesting. You know, they said Africa has leads in women-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think our economy can survive without Mitumba?
I don't think our country basically can survive without Mutumba, because everyone is not on the same level. because you'll find like someone will go to Gikomba with a capital. If someone cannot afford a bill, someone can come to Gikomba with a capital of maybe like 3K, and they will get out with a lot of things. They go and resell because we all start from somewhere. So I don't think our country can survive without Mutumba. No, I don't think so.
And is it because that clothes in this country are expensive?
I think some people it's their preference because do you know there are some people who just prefer to wear mtumba? Like generally, like they will go atapiga luku mbaya sana na amechukua so mbili na so tatu juu na chini ako na punch. Na akienda kwa exhibition maybe atachapo kitu kama 10K. Na maybe ana hiyo do. You understand? So I think it's just basically it depends with the preference of someone. Yeah.
So what's the one misconception that most people have about Mutumba?
Basically, misconception. Some people will say they cannot wear mtumba because they have been worn. Of which this is just a random cloth. As the way I see it, is just bales which are packed. You'll get very, very nice clothes. You just have to wash. The same way you can wash a new cloth. You just go and wash it and wear it. So I think that is the one misconception people have about Gikomba. And also in terms of prices, it does not mean because you can even get a rich person going for Gikomba items. It does not mean Gikomba is for poor people. Ai, tembea Gikomba ujione. It's not for poor people. That I think those are the misconceptions that goes around in Gikomba. There are people who are loaded and they prefer to just wear mtumba clothes. Yes.
Have you at any point ever thought of giving up?
Yes, a lot of times.
Really? Why?
A lot of times because there's a time you'll just wake up, you're wondering who you're going to sell to, the market is slow, people are complaining, especially now how the economy is. I'm very sure people have experienced it. It's everywhere in the country. It's not like it's Gikomba only, but you're just feeling like you're you are at a tight spot. You just feel like giving up, but as I can just decide and just believe in myself, and I will say, unless they kill God, this is the business this is the same business like brought me where I am right now. So there's no chance of giving up. I am not giving up anytime soon. Unless they kill God, we still have to make it. On God, we still have to make it. So giving up, zimekuwa, lakini I'm not giving up. Yeah, I'm not giving up.
How is your industry? Is it collaborative? Are you guys working together? Especially for someone who wants to join the industry. How is it?
It's very collaborating to the people who know each other. If you're new, you're just going to have those insecurity issues, but it's a very good market. You just have to learn how to cooperate because all of you are in the same business. So you just have to learn how to cooperate with each other. Yeah. Because I might have a certain bill and you don't have. And you come and talk to me nicely. And at least I will give you a discount of 2K. That 2K, you go and sell and get that 2K. Yes.
So would you attribute your success to collaboration?
Yes, because not all of the time you'll have everything. Maybe you have already sold everything that you have, and a client has come, and maybe you don't have the item that the client needs. So that is where collaboration comes in. If this person is interested, like you sell for the person the bill, like she's going to win. It's a win-win. It's a win-win kind of situation. I will get my profit or she will get her profit, and I will have sold the bill. Yes.
Nice.
So I will say it also plays a very big part.
In
Yeah.
the
in
the
the
business.
in the business. Yeah.
Okay. What's the most random thing you've ever found in one of your bills?
I've found dollars
How much?
in one at how much? It was not a lot actually, but it was around $200
That's
because
good
that is very
money.
random. That is very random, and actually I got it in a handbag. Bale handbag. That is where I got the money. Yes, that is the random thing I've got. Okay, I've also gotten a silver.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a bracelet, a necklace?
No, it was a necklace, a tiny and slim necklace. It was silver because it was written 925. Yes.
When you started your business, wazazi walisema nini?
Actually, my parents were proud, honestly, because as I told you earlier, wao ndo walinipatia capital. So they were really impressed at my young age. I want to venture into business, at least to do something for myself. So walini support 100%. Yeah.
Nice. Do you think their support ndo imekusaidia to even have confidence in business?
Yeah, because my mom is a business person, and I will really say that their support meant a lot, and it also means a lot, because they gave me that motivation. At least they tried where they could, but I am still young. If I can do better, then why not?
Do you go to your mom for advice
Yes,
in
I
business?
do. Yes, I do. Because there's a way my mom taught me, pesa zifai kuchanganyishwa. Kama ni pesa hii stock, weka kando na stock mpya. So you don't have to mix everything. So I go to my mom and ask for advice concerning business.
What's the one thing that people don't know about Isabella?
Niko na mdomo tamu. When it comes to sale, trust you. I just believe in myself. It just comes natural. Like it's something inbuilt. So I'm always confident about myself when it comes to sales. And in the midst of maybe like 200 people, I will not lack like 20 people, they will come and promote my business. And I really appreciate them for that. Because hii mdomo yangu imenisaidia sana. So that is something that maybe people don't know. They maybe take it like a random thing, but trust me, it's not a random thing. Yeah.
Do you ever, ukipatana na mtu mwingine ako na mdomo tamu, were you like, well, this is like me?
Yes, wako.
So what is your reaction to when you go somewhere and you find like this person actually is just like me?
I will just see like this is a reflection of me, and I will actually promote the person. Because she's doing something. It's not like she's going to beg or something. At least she's putting herself out there. She does not care what people think. And she's trying to market, or she's marketing whatever she's selling. Trust you me, along the line, I will promote the person. Yes.
So what would you say makes you different from other people in the same business?
I am a talkative person. I'm really talkative person, because when you're selling or maybe you're starting a business, you have to be talkative, and you have to relate with a lot of people, because you're going to meet a lot of clients with different mindsets. So you don't have to take, especially when you're dealing with different people in business, usichukue kila kitu na ma feelings. If you are getting things with feelings, trust you me, you're not going to do that business. So I relate a lot with people, but a lot of people mistakenly say I'm rude because of my bell voice, or let me
Of
say
your
of
what?
my bell voice or my commanding voice. I really have a commanding voice, and I really don't mean it. I might
Really?
talk, someone will say I'm shouting, and I'm not shouting.
You sure you're not shouting?
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting, honestly.
Do you like you say with your commanding voice? Have you ever had an experience with a client that came and said, "I feel like this lady is rude"?
Yes, I have. I have a couple of them. Maybe I will say like two or three, but it's because of my bell voice. They will just mistakenly say I'm rude, and honestly, I'm not rude. I just have a bell voice, and that is how I was born.
And then do they later, after interacting with you, realize actually we judged her wrongly?
They do actually, because after, there are those people who will just say, have you ever experienced someone who will just meet and they will say, Brenda kona roho mbaya? There are people like that.
Yeah.
But immediately they will interact with you, they will know actually they judged you wrongly. So I think those are online people for you. They will always be on my business and think like I am a rude person, and I am the sweetest person you can deal with, honestly speaking.
What do you like doing when you're not working?
When I'm not working, um, I love family, having that family time. And also I love movies. I love movies a lot. I am an indoor person. Like I'm an introvert at some point when I'm alone. I will just sit, relax, just prepare something nice for myself and just Netflix and chill.
Nice.
Yeah.
What would today's Isabella tell 10-year-old Isabella?
Okay, I will advise that young girl not to rush life, to just give herself grace because as time goes by, trust you me, life has a lot to offer. Get that exposure because it really means a lot. Yeah.
So what's next for Isabella?
On God, I really, because I love my business like passionately, I would love to expand my business, even if it's other countries like maybe Tanzania, because there are some countries where you're not going to get quality stuff, but Kenya we have that privilege where you can just import quality stuff, but you have to pay good tax. So I would really love to like expand my business.
So other than Mutumba, what other business do you think if you're not doing Mutumba you'd do?
I love real estate. I think if I was not doing Tumba, I can venture into real estate because I'm just passionate about architecture.
So who do you look up to in the industry?
I look up to myself. What do you mean?
Like who's that one person you look at and you say, I want to be like them, how they do business and stuff?
Okay, there are a couple of people, but honestly, comparison is the killer of joy. And I'm only 29 years old. I cannot compare myself with someone's journey who is at 40. But there's that motivation that you're going to look up to someone. You just say, this person is motivating me, but I cannot say that I will be comparing my life journey with their own life journey. We all start from somewhere, and I'm very sure my story is not their story. They have a different story, maybe. Yeah, so I look up to myself. It's me and me only.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you'd want to change in your industry or you'd want to improve in the industry?
If it's possible, because most of the people, especially these people who have this mentality of getting specific items, I would love to change where we get cream bills, like things that they are not used but at an affordable price and unique. Isikae kama Kenya uniform. Yes. They are basically everything is unique. It's basically mtumba, but they are not used. That is what I would love to change because most of the people complain, especially if they're beginners. You'll see someone complaining about mtumba, and there are people who have been in the industry like for 10 years and they will still come for the same bills that beginners are complaining about. So I don't throw their opinion away, but I will love to change that. At least we can, if it's possible, suppliers can be supplying things that they are not used. It will be a plus for everyone.
Awesome. What do you think about our hair?
The hair is very nice, actually, Brenda. See the slaying.
Where would you wear this hair to?
This is not a skill. This is talent.
Thank you.
This is talent. I love the outcome. Yeah, and actually the size also.
It's not too long, not too
It's
short.
not too long. It's not too short. It's something I can do.
Where would you wear it to?
I can wear it to maybe an event that I'm invited, or maybe a dinner because we have to slay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for making time. I've done your hair before. You inspire me so much with your business, and I'm so glad you came to my seat.
Thank you for also considering me. I never thought I will be in such a platform, but I'm loving what you're doing on
Thank
your
you.
on your platform Beyond the Seat. And inspiring women, inspiring everyone. We all start from somewhere,
True.
and it does not mean you have to rush life
Yeah.
because we all have stories to tell.
True.
But on God's, we have to make it
Thank you.
by force, by fire.
By fire, by force.
Yes.
You look really good.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Isabella.
Hi, Nemo.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay. So we're about to take you through a quick fire question segment. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
What was your very first sale?
Handbags.
What does your typical day look like?
Um, Wake up, go work, do some errands, then go back home.
When do you feel most confident?
When I dress up,
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
early bird,
First thing you do every morning?
I pray.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Um, Reading people's mind.
What's something silly that always makes you laugh?
People minding my business, and I don't care.
A Kenyan phrase that you overuse?
Hi, cousins.
A song that gets you in good mood every time?
Um, it's not over until it's done by Beres Hambon.
Mind singing it for us?
Oh God. God share. I no, maybe next time.
A secret talent you have?
I'm good at marketing. That's a talent, oh.
Yes. Your last Google search?
Nails inspo,
Most random thing in your bag right now?
floss,
Current favorite scent?
um, Jimmy Choo perfume.
In 3 words,
Uh-huh.
describe your mood today.
I'm grateful, I'm confident, and I am happy.
If your life was a movie, what genre will it be?
Thriller.
One wrong assumption that people have about you?
Um, I am rude because of my commanding voice.
A superstition that you secretly believe in?
Um, Scratching my hand, money will come. And it comes, by the way.
Your biggest pet peeve is?
Um, People spitting all over.
Okay, that's bad. What's your motto in life?
Um, just be consistent and keep pushing.
Finish this sentence. Isabella Njeri is?
A hardworking mom.
And we've come to the end of our quick fire question segment. Thank you so much for gracing our seat. Bye.
Bye, Nemo. Thank you as well.